Yo, what's up, guys? Pat here, and today we're going to be talking about affiliate marketing. And again, thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to talk about some good stuff, like how I was able to make over $300,000 by promoting one product. Now, this has been something that's happened over 3 years, and no, I'm not talking about a hosting company. A lot of you know I make quite a bit from promoting a particular hosting company. It's not that. So make sure you stick around. If you're watching live, stick around because this is going to be awesome. I'm going to teach you a lot of the strategies and show you my account to show you that this is actually true, that I'm making this much money from this single product. I'll reveal this product in just a second and tell you exactly why this product is so great. It's actually not a very expensive product either. I know a lot of people assume that you have to promote a $1,000 product and get 50% commission just to do really well. Well, this is not that. Additionally, I'm going to show you exactly where and how I promote this product, and I would love for you to just choose one of these things. So as you are going through this, you know, it's going to be a lot, but all you need is one to start out with, because like I said, I built this sort of database and an arsenal of strategies over time, and then I was able to sort of start to see the income start to grow. So yes, you can make money short term by doing these strategies, but as you build these up, it becomes a really great part of your portfolio. So what's up, guys? So let's see. Can you guys see me? I just want to make sure this is okay. I see somebody's hot sauce says, is this just audio? I won your last live stream. I didn't catch your contact email, says Sensational Life. Pat@smartpassiveincome.com. My assistant will look out for it. I see you, and I'm guessing you guys can hear me too, or else you wouldn't have answered that question. So let's get started, guys. Affiliate marketing, we don't need this anymore. And so we're going to dive into it. And I'm going to show you actually the back end of the affiliate account program that I'm using to talk about this product. Actually, before we get to that, big shout out and thank you to Adam Richardson, who last week on the replay won the Will It Fly book and the Ask Pat t-shirt. For those of you watching the replay right now, you can also win by answering a question that I'm going to ask you at the end of this stream. And I'll announce the winner next week because we go live every Friday now, which is really cool. So awesome. Let's talk about this. So what is this product? Well, let me describe this product for you really quick. It's a $29 product, but it's $29 a month to use it. Now, a lot of people talk about the holy grail of passive income, and that's recurring passive income. Now, when people hear that, they often think of membership websites, right? Creating your own membership website. Being an affiliate for a product that has a recurring revenue that pays out monthly as long as people stay on, I feel is the holy grail, because guess what? A membership site is not easy to create. It's not easy to manage. It's not easy to get new members, and it's not easy to keep new members on. When you have a product that you promote as an affiliate that has a recurring revenue and they pay monthly, well then guess what? Even though it might cost $29 and you get 30%, which is essentially $10 a month per person, that adds up, because if you get 10 people one month, well, you add another 10 people the next month, now you're at multiples of that income. So that's great. So any guesses? We have some people guessing what this product is already. For those of you who were on the stream earlier, you know this. And I'm so glad you could see me now. That's why we're doing an encore today, because I had a random camera angle. I had this camera angle before, although it was only showing a light, and that's it for 5 minutes. So we're kind of redoing this right now. And I will take you into the computer this time as well and show you. This product is also great because it's one of those products that when you see, it almost sells itself. When you're doing any sort of affiliate marketing, if you can demonstrate the product, and if a person sees that demonstration, can envision and see themselves just getting so many great results from that product quickly, then it's going to be a big win for you. Now, this is the challenge when it comes to selling digital products like an online course or even an ebook, right? What does a demonstration of an online course look like? What does a demonstration of an ebook look like? How can a person imagine themselves, getting a result with that right away? This is why physical products are actually really great for affiliate marketing. So using things like Amazon Associates, but especially software. And that's what this product is. Some of you have already guessed what this product is, and that's ConvertKit. So I'm going to take you to the back end of my computer here. And so this is my account for ConvertKit, which runs through an affiliate program called Get Ambassador. So very much like ConvertKit itself, ConvertKit, you can actually go to bearmetrics.com and see the earnings that ConvertKit's making. Well, I'm doing the same thing here. So this is ConvertKit. I've earned, actually it's closer to $400,000. Again, this didn't happen overnight. This is not easy to do, but if you do it right, things can add up over time. And you can see that I've been paid $350K over time for this product. Now, why ConvertKit? Why is this like a great thing to promote? Well, here is the big strategy here. It is, yes, something that is a great tool. It's something that when you see, you're like, wow, I can imagine myself using that. The big strategy is I don't teach email marketing. I teach building online businesses, entrepreneurship, and it just so happens that part of that process of building a business and getting online is email marketing. So when your affiliate product becomes a smaller piece to a larger whole, you can even teach that whole thing for free. I have tutorials and other things on email marketing, which I'll show you in just a second, so stick around. But when you teach the whole thing, you give so much value, and it just so happens that step 3 is the tool that you use. Whether a person uses that tool or not, you're giving them value. But because you demonstrate and show how you use that tool in an overall process, it just makes sense, right? Because then you don't even have to really sell it. It's just a part of the process. You are teaching people to go from A to Z. And it just so happens that letter J is something that you can make a little bit faster and be done more efficiently with a tool. So a lot of people are like, ConvertKit, yep, thought so. I'm glad you guys are here. Okay, so let's talk about this even more. So affiliate marketing, what's the number one thing besides having a great product, right? What's one thing that you can do to really knock it out of the park when you promote this? Well, I'm going to show you. So let's go back in and share the screen, and I'm going to show you, and I'm going to take you to ConvertKit's demo on YouTube. This is a demo that I created, and this is something that you can easily do yourself. Create a video demonstration of you using that product. So this is a ConvertKit demo. It's been viewed 25,000 times. And again, this was published in 2015, so nearly 3 years ago. And you can see it's, actually if you go to YouTube and you type in ConvertKit, it's actually the first thing that shows up. Now, that didn't happen right away, but when you provide value, you are going to be found. Now, let me go back to the camera here and talk about this with you. So a demo, how does this work? Why does it make sense? It makes sense because when people want to buy something, they want to see what it's like first before they buy it. People want to buy what they know, right? Why would people buy stuff that they don't know? So why not do something like a video demonstration to give them all the insights and the insides and how that thing works so that they can be more comfortable with that purchase. Some other things here. In this demonstration, I'm, yes, talking about the product, but I'm not doing necessarily a review on it. There's a lot of reviews on things, and yes, you can use a video to do a review as well. But a demo shows people how to use it. So it's not just a review, right? I'm showing people how to use it. So this 20 some odd minute video walks people through. So what is my goal? What is your goal when you're doing a demo? To show a person how easy it is to use. So think of even unboxing videos. There's lots of YouTube channels here like Unbox Therapy, other ones with millions of subscribers. What do those people do? They literally get a package and film themselves opening that thing. And then people are like, oh, I want that, because they can imagine themselves using it. And the person demonstrates how easy it is to use. And they're like, oh, that's it? That's all I got to do? Well, of course. And then when you provide value and teach at the same time, and you let people know, which you do have to do for FTC regulations, you have to let people know that, yes, you do get an affiliate commission if you go through this link, for example, which I do in that video and in the description. You need to do that. Well, then people are going to want to go through that link because you've helped them out. You were the one to show them that thing. And that's your job as a person doing affiliate marketing. There's a product out there that exists in the market. People are probably buying it already, but maybe they don't even know it exists. And there's this audience here who needs some help or wants that thing or whatever. Your job is to marry the two, and then magic can happen, right? So that's kind of how this works. So Amber says, I have trouble envisioning how this would work in the parenting niche. Think of tools that you might use or games that you might play with your kids. You can show people and demonstrate how you actually play those games. Every other blogger just promotes a massive products. Yes, this is the other thing. Like you want to be very selective with the products that you promote as well. So that's a demo. And what do you do with this demo? Well, first of all, you put it on YouTube. Definitely put a video on YouTube. People They often go to YouTube first just to look for things, right? So that's number one. Number two, every time you mention this product now on your website, mention the demo as well. Link to it. That's going to create backlinks back to that video, which, yes, it's going to be a no-follow link for those of you in the SEO world, but it does play a role in everything and how people find things. And plus, right, like if you mention this product, people are going to be like, oh, ConvertKit, I don't know. Well, there's a demo. I'll actually go see what it looks like. So now I have this demo, which is very high value. Plus, it's my voice. You don't even need to put your face on the video. And people are hearing me, and they're hearing how I teach, and they're seeing how easy it is to use. Well, I'm also building a relationship with them at the same time. And so that can be helpful for people who are on your website. Whenever I mention it on a podcast, hey guys, by the way, there's a ConvertKit demo. I'll link to it in the show notes for you so you can see exactly how easy this is to use. So see, I put the benefit in there as well. So that's the video demo. So keep that in mind. That's like strategy number one. So let's go back into the computer here and look at the next strategy. This is a very simple thing you can do. This is the most profitable page on Smart Passive Income, and it has been every single year in existence, and that is the resource page. This is a page on your website that has a list of resources that have been tools that you've used that you recommend. So you can see it's actually broken down into different sections. If I scroll down to the Start Email Marketing and List Building section, boom, there's ConvertKit. There's a little bit of a paragraph there behind there. I actually should link to the demo here as well. I don't know why it's not doing that, but it should. And then you can click on this link to be an affiliate. Now, of course, the affiliate disclosure is at the top of this page, but a resource page is a very, very good thing to have on your website because guess what? It's a very passive strategy. People will often go to the resource page because it's a list of resources. People love tools and resources to help them fast forward their results. And so also, it's something that you can just mention in passing anywhere on your podcast. Hey guys, if you want to check out the list of all the amazing resources that I'm using right now to help me with X, Y, and Z, check out my resource page. It's at smartpassiveincome.com/resources. You talk about a particular tool on a blog post, even though it might not be that tool. You can say, and by the way, we have a list of other tools that you can find that I've vetted, that I have experience with, that I have demonstrations on my resource page at smartpassiveincome.com/resources. So let's see here. Where's the best place to find out what companies pay out to an affiliate? Well, I would actually start with what products you use and then check to see if they have an affiliate program. Sometimes they do. Oftentimes they do. Sometimes they don't. If they don't, it might not just be public. So you can actually reach out to them and say, hey, I have this audience. I'd love to promote your product. Do you have an affiliate program? Often also known as a partner program or a referral program, just so you know. So some companies don't know what affiliate means, but you can use the words referral program or partner program too. All right, let's keep going here. We got some more stuff to show you. So going into the computer. So here is another video, and you can see here it says how to start an email list, tutorial video 1. But there's also tutorial video 2, tutorial video 3, tutorial video 4. Somebody unsubscribed just to see if this number went down. You're funny. I love you guys. Team Flynn for the win. So there's 6 videos here in a series. And remember I said earlier, you can teach a whole process, and it just so happens that as a part of that process, you mentioned this tool. Super high value, super shareable, super Googleable, meaning it'll be something that's high-end resource that can be found in search or YouTubeable, if you will. So this is video 1, and this is where I mentioned, okay, this is why building an email list is important, and here's the tool that I recommend. Video 2. Hey, what's up? It's Pat here from ConvertKit's not mentioned in here at all. It's part of a process, right? How to get more email subscribers. Video 3, strategies to get more email subscribers. Number 4, how to set up an autoresponder series. Number 5, how to set up a broadcast email. So even though I don't specifically mention ConvertKit in those emails, for example, I do use ConvertKit as the demoing software, but I always say, doesn't matter what software you use, this will be helpful for you. But of course, people see me using ConvertKit, they want to follow the same thing, they're going to use the same tools too. So there you go. So great conversation happening in the chat right now. By the way, if you haven't hit subscribe yet, hit subscribe so we can make this counter go up. I go live every Friday, and so if you're coming from the email I sent out earlier, whether you're watching the replay or watching live right now, hit subscribe because I'm going full force on YouTube right now. It's pretty awesome. Don't worry, the podcast isn't going anywhere. Okay, so let's keep going here. So a part of a series that can be very shareable. Now, of course, you would want to also, what do you do with that series? Well, put that on your blog. Why wouldn't you, right? It's a tutorial, high-end, it's video. So make a tutorial on your blog as well. And guess what? You link to these videos in this tutorial. So basically, you can repurpose this content in many different ways and get more bang for your buck, more results from the efforts that you have. So here is a tutorial, how to start an email list in 2008. I literally just update this every year and change the date. So I do update it, but this makes it so that it seems more relevant to right now, which it is. So that's just a little side strategy for you. As you can see, it was updated and published in February of 2018, even though this was a post that was originally written in 2009. I've since changed email service providers, so that has changed, and it just makes a person feel comfortable that this is something that is up to date. So a lot of information here, right? Very high-end tutorial, longer posts get often shared more, adds more watch time and session time to your website, but here we are. Here are the videos, the same exact videos that were on YouTube, and guess what? Here is the ConvertKit checkout. And by the way, Amber says, I just watched that series and it was amazing. Thank you, Amber. I appreciate that. So again, having a series of videos, which helps on YouTube specifically, right? Especially if they're on a playlist. And side tip for those of you who do YouTube, if you have a series of videos that teaches something, share the link to that playlist whenever you mention it, not just the single first video. Because if it's in a playlist, it looks like a playlist and a person will automatically go from number 1 to number 2. It automatically suggests that they're all there. It keeps people in there, which keeps people on YouTube longer, which keeps people watching your videos longer, which just helps you in the algorithm. So that's what I wanted to share with that. All right, let's keep going here, guys. You guys are great. Thank you so much. Just checking in. Actually, let's take a quick "Where are you from?" break, because I like to break up that do pattern interrupts. So just tell me really quick in the chat, where are you from? I'll read out some places in just a minute as I keep going here. So where are you from? Awesome. Let's keep going. So we are now into this video. So excuse the screenshot, although I did purposefully put this in here because I look really weird and funny. But here we go. The top 5 email marketing third-party tools. Gosh, we got people watching from Calgary, Portugal, London. Are there any US people in here? Oh, okay, cool. A lot of them, actually. Texas, San Diego. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you being here and participating and being a part of Team Flynn. Okay, so let's keep going with this. The top 5 email marketing third-party tools. Well, let me just just wanted to show you this video really quick. Now I'm going to come back to me. So a list of resources. People love lists of resources. So what is in that video? So I talk about Opt-in Monster, which is a tool. I talk about lead pages. I talk about Hello Bar and a few other tools in and around email marketing, right? So yes, those provide often affiliate marketing opportunities too, but they don't have to. But one of those tools is ConvertKit. So even if a person already has an email service provider, right, they don't need the ConvertKit tip, but they got the 4 other ones that are high value that they might not know about or might not have gotten access to yet. But it becomes a shareable post that even if people use ActiveCampaign or Aweber, they might even still share that post with their audience. And now new people are coming who are going to see my recommendation for ConvertKit. And so if they get value and if they might dive into my demo, it just becomes a way to not directly, but still allow for a ConvertKit link and promotion to be put in there. So you can see how it kind of like indirectly in and around these other products, and don't just pick 4 random products. You still want them to obviously be helpful. And it doesn't have to be 5 either. It could be top 3, top 10, top 9, 7, whatever. Odd numbers tend to do very well, at least on YouTube and on blogs. One of those can be your main focus product because these kinds of posts get shared very often. So I have seen a lot of conversions on this video and then also a corresponding blog post that's exactly the same thing. So again, a nice way to kind of kind of insert that link again in a way that's not just like, hey guys, ConvertKit again, here it is. But no, yeah, it is a recommended tool, but there are other tools in there as well. Awesome, let's keep going here. That is the recommended tool. This has converted very well. This is a podcast interview with Nathan Barry in episode 244. And as you can see, it's bootstrapping a startup with Nathan Barry from ConvertKit. So what is this? What is this? Affiliate marketing is difficult because you are telling people to go buy from somebody else or a company that's not you, right? Now, I do recommend you approach affiliate marketing by recommending products as if they were your own, but the honest truth is they are not your own products. That's the benefit. You don't have to spend time to create them. The customer service is already taken care of mostly after a person buys, right? Because that's that's the company's responsibility. So again, very important that you pick companies that you know are going to take care of your people, right? Because if you recommend something just for the money and that product's terrible, you're never going to have that person take a recommendation from you ever again. So anyway, kind of getting off a tangent here. Now, the hard thing is you're telling people to go buy from somebody else. So what's the best way to get a person to trust that other company or trust that other person? To hear their voice, to get to know them. So whether it's a blog interview, but I prefer video or podcasting especially because it's very intimate. There's a lot more emotion there. You can tell stories. This is how I get people to fall in love, not just with ConvertKit, but for the person who is behind ConvertKit. So when a person's asking themselves, well, yeah, I don't know about this company, but they hear, so if a person's like, I don't know about this company, but I like this person, then they're going to be more likely to follow through. Now, also, Nathan does a good job of, let's see, I'm just making sure we're all good. Germany in the house. Nice. Awesome. 7 blessings in the house. I always see you on these streams. I love it. Thank you. Been consuming your content for years. Pat says, welcome to crypto. Well, welcome to You're Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. So when it comes to these stories, that's where it's at. So if you can invite somebody on your podcast who happens to be the founder or somebody who works at the product that you promote, even though that episode is not a, hey guys, go buy ConvertKit now kind of thing. It's not hard at all. You're telling a story, and Nathan's story is great. He bootstrapped this company. He almost gave up on it. He was just at $2,000 a month for years until he finally went all in with it. And he talks about how a person in the startup world told him to give up, like all these things. And now we fall in love with Nathan. Therefore, we now trust that product recommendation. Make sense? Make sense? Give me a random emoji if that makes sense to you. It is seriously an incredibly powerful, underutilized strategy to invite a person on in some way and introduce their story. And it just so happens that it just is the person that matches that product. So give me an emoji. I'd love to see a random emoji from you. Thanks, guys. Okay, so let's keep going here. We are rocking through. And so, all right, what else? Well, a webinar. I'm not going to go too long into this because this does require a lot of coordination and timing, and it's definitely not passive, that's for sure. But coordinating a webinar with another person who's promoting something is a great way to achieve the same thing that I just talked about with the podcast, but in a live setting, answering questions. The person can get to know the person behind the product or you, and there's some training involved. Kind of it combines all the things we just talked about into one. So webinars I've done with ConvertKit have done very well. But I also want to show you this. Email marketing checklist. Okay. So isn't this for people who already have email marketing? Yes. But this is converted really well. So I want you to think about this. Let me come back on screen here. So email marketing checklist. 10 things you can see if you're actually doing that you should be doing with email marketing. Okay. Point number 1, are you doing this? Point number 2, are you making it personable? Point number 3, 4, 5. Well, how do I promote ConvertKit with a checklist if ConvertKit's for people who don't even have email marketing? Well, points 8 and 9 are about things that only ConvertKit can do. So by offering an audit to your audience, you're providing a lot of value. You're allowing them to not just read a post, but walk through it to see, yeah, I did that. What does a person want to do? They want to nail all 10 things, right? So you give them an audit to go through. You're being helpful because what if they didn't get point number 1 and 2? Well, you're helping them. You're providing value. But points 8 and 9 are like, the segmentation and tagging portions of your email. Are you segmenting your audience based on interest and warmth? Like, are they hot? Are they cold? Are they just cold? They're just, finding you for the first time, or have they been somebody on your list who has engaged with you in some way? So I get to points 8 and 9, and I don't specifically mention that, hey guys, you should get ConvertKit because guess what? That's the tool that's going to make this happen. But it's implied because I'm showing examples on ConvertKit, and I do mention, by the way, I use ConvertKit to achieve these things, and that's it. So by offering, guys, this is like this has been like as I was doing research for this live stream or for the replay, for those of you watching the replay, I didn't even realize how powerful this particular post was. So a checklist or an audit to have people go through one by one, it's very engaging, right? They're on there, they're checking things. It can be done in a video as well. But then points 8 and 9 are like the things that tool or that program or that course or that game or that product can only do. Cool. So that makes it really interesting because people then see, wow, I don't have the ability to do that. So this has been one that has converted people from MailChimp. It's converted people from Aweber. And again, am I being snarky about it? Am I being like a snake oil salesman? No, I'm providing value at the same time, but just kind of in a ninja-like fashion, showing people, well, here's why ConvertKit might be a smart move for you at this point. And that's done very well for me. Yeah, and this is the second live because the first one I had a lot of technical glitches and I couldn't show you the screenshots and things here in my system. Okay, and then finally, this is the last one, and then I have a couple questions to ask you, and then I'm going to award a winner to those of you watching live, and that's a Ask Pat t-shirt and a signed copy of Will It Fly, and also for you replay viewers, I'll ask you a question as well. So we're going to go into the computer one more time, and I want to show you this. This is a landing page for a challenge. Challenges are great because that gets people to move. You get a lot more email subscribers in a short period of time. People like challenges because they're like, okay, I don't have to do this forever. It'll just take me, this one is a 72-hour or 3-day challenge to help a person go from 0 emails to 100 emails. Now, in this particular challenge, I show people some manual ways to do this, very much inspired by Brian Harris from Video Fruit, to build their email list. I don't even talk about ConvertKit. The first portion of this, so what happens in this challenge is people subscribe to the challenge, then they get emails every single day for 3 days that walk them through how to slowly and then hopefully build momentum to build their email list to 100 by the end of 3 days. So what happens at the end of 3 days? They have this email list of 100 that they literally have in a spreadsheet or something. They need somewhere to put it. So I say, hey guys, by the way, if you are ready to move to the next steps to get into an email service provider to help you manage this, send emails out to everybody, etc., here's the one I recommend. Here's a demo for it. Here's some more information about it. And here is a 30-day free trial so that you can test it out and try it out. And that's been working really well. Now, initially, this challenge was done live, meaning I wrote the emails in a broadcast as people were going through it, right? But then afterwards, I took those broadcast emails, put them into an autoresponder series, and now people can go to just 100emails.com and at any time, and I mentioned that on podcasts and blog posts and wherever. Now people at any time can go through that challenge, and it's automated now. They still get an email a day, but it's an autoresponder sequence. And again, at the end of that autoresponder sequence, what happens? ConvertKit gets mentioned. It's an obvious next move for people who are there. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Elke says, amazing information. Tom says, I was with Aweber, then GetResponse. Now finally happy with Drip, though ConvertKit is great. Drip is great too. Let's see. It's so hard when emails go to spam. How to stop it? I have some blog posts on SPI about that, so I'm not going to get into that right now. We'll probably save that for a later conversation. But hey, guys, I would love to know from you, and I'm going to select one person who answers this question watching live now to win an Ask Pat t-shirt and a signed copy of my book, Will It Fly? Which one of these affiliate marketing strategies are you going to do next? So you might have a product that you already recommend, maybe not. But of these strategies, which one resonates with you that you think you can get done? I'd love to know your answer, and that's actually your call to action. So whatever you write down, I want you to focus on that when it comes to affiliate marketing and promoting these products that you are likely recommending already, likely using already, but just not really enhancing how you do the affiliate marketing. So which of these strategies makes sense for you? So we talked about the demo video. We talked about a longer tutorial where the thing is just a part of it. We talked about the audit. We talked about a list post of various tools, and this tool just happens to be one that's mentioned in it. We talked about a webinar. We talked about a challenge. Which one of these things makes sense for you next? I'm gonna find in the resource page. I forgot the resource page. So let's see here. We got resource page, demo video. I love this. You know why I love this? Because you guys know that you need to take this action, and we're going to take one action, one step at a time, and you already know what that is. You've told me just now what you are about to do, and if you're watching the replay, you can type that into when you respond when I ask you. Essentially, I'm going to ask you the same question. So after this goes down, or after the live stream ends, it's going to be processed, then it's going to be put back up, and many of you might be seeing it now because of that. You now have the opportunity in the replay to answer the same question. So which one of these strategies makes sense for you? And to know that I am watching people or looking at the answers coming from the replay viewers, use the hashtag Team Flynn, TEAMFLYNN, because you're a part of Team Flynn. Hopefully you've subscribed to become a part of Team Flynn as well. That's how I know that you were watching the replay. And those of you on live now, yes, you can come back. You get a little bit of a second chance in case you don't win. So let's look here. I want to let's give it to I like this name, Joseph Augustin. That last name is pretty dope. So Joseph, send an email. Congratulations, you won a Will It Fly shirt and an Ask Pat t-shirt. Joseph Augustin, pat@smartpassiveincome.com is where you will send that email. My lovely assistant, Jessica, is going to expect an email from you, and we will hook you up free of charge on us. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. You replay viewers, use the hashtag Team Flynn, answer the same question, which one of these strategies makes sense for you, and we'll award that person next week. So last week it was Adam Richardson. Next week it could be you. Just leave your answer below. Guys, this was great. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. For those of you who were on earlier today when I was just fumbling with the technology, thank you for coming back. And you guys are awesome. Let's see here. Great, guys. Hope you got a lot of great information. And if you wrote down an answer, that's your call to action. That's the thing you're going to focus on next. And you can check out examples from me or other people for how to do that too. So, hey, guys, successful live stream. Every Friday I'm on, so make sure you hit subscribe so you can join Team Flynn. Hit the notification bell so you know when I go live or even when new videos come out next. You're amazing. Peace out. Have an amazing weekend, and I will see you on the flip side.